Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, XRP traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today is Tuesday, September 2nd. It's a brand new month, and I hope you had a great long weekend. In this video, we're going to be discussing, was that the bottom on XRP? It very well could be. We'll take a look at the chart. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on the technicals and the price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. Before we do, make sure to smash the like. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. My dog's sneezing in the background. I think he's got a bit of a cold. You can also follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as one of my platforms of choice going forward. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. And full disclosure, I do own XRP. It's my largest holding in my crypto portfolio. We did have some PAL algo alerts that were going off as well on a ton of crypto. They were very bearish alerts, and we saw a weekly consolidation. The S&P 500 was weak today as well, but we know we have tons of catalysts that are upcoming. We could see ETFs galore approved over the next month or two ahead of the October deadline. We have rate cuts potentially coming. There's a potential that they could cut a lot more than anticipated, and there could be a series of cuts as well. There's also Congress returning from August recess, and we're more than likely going to see some movement on the Clarity Act and market structure. So we've been recovering quite nicely here. We had 285 on XRP here on the day today. And if we get back above $3, $3.10, I think we're going to see a massive move incoming. But before we get to the XRP chart, I want to share with you a project that I'm super excited about. It's also the sponsor of today's video, but they're doing a $1,000 giveaway. So I really want to make everybody aware of this because the winner will be determined on Thursday or Friday later on this week. And essentially for every $50 that you purchase using the link in the description or in the comments section, you'll get one ticket into that giveaway. So you get one ticket entry. So if you do $50, you get one ticket. If you do $100, you get two tickets, etc. And here's a quick look at it. Before jumping in, I want to share with you a new and exciting crypto coin that I'm invested in called Sapphire Studios token, otherwise known as SST. SST is in pre-sale now with over 100x potential in my opinion because it will be core to multiple of their Web3 games. These games are some of the most sophisticated on mobile, and Sapphire Studios is looking to achieve mass adoption by competing with some of the best and most addicting games ever created. Sign up using the link below to receive 30% bonus SST and a 200% bonus matched in Gold Ink player game packs. Now here's a quick 1-minute trailer video explaining it.
Hello, my name's Colin Stone and I'm here to talk to you today about my coin and game pick of the year. Do you ever wish you could have invested in billion-dollar market cap game coins like Axie Infinity at the start? Well, Gold Ink, a new game launching now, makes those look like they were made by a kid. It's the first Web3 real-time strategy massive multiplayer online game on mobile, and it's by far the most expansive Web3 game ever built. Its pre-sale is also at ridiculously low market cap, around $10 million, and they are just about to launch the full game. Mine and steal crypto that is redeemable for real gold. That's Gold Ink, adding the most addictive features from a lot of the most successful games on Earth, the best elements of games like Clash of Clans, Game of War, Pokemon Go, in an effort to make a super game to rule them all. The beta is available now in Google Play and App Store, and you can still take part in their coin distribution at a tiny market cap. Buy at the coin distribution now while it's at the lowest price and start mining it in the game. Beta users get significantly more SST for a short time. The launch price on exchanges is set at 5 times the current price, and its use cases are next level. Buy SST and play now.
Once again, sign up using the link in the description and the comment section and get 30% bonus SST and also 200% bonus in Gold Ink player game packs. This will help get you started. Just make sure to use the same email for SST and the game to help automate the process. Thanks to SST as well for sponsoring today's video. All right, welcome back. So super stoked about SST. Like I said, there's tons of potential here. They're going to be doing $1,000 worth of SST that you can take advantage of. You've probably got a really good chance of winning. And like I said, for every $50, you're going to get yourself one ticket. But diving into the XRP USD chart, I mentioned this in the previous video that if we see the weekly bull flag confirm, we could see a target of $5.45. In my opinion, that is still in play because you can see here we bounced right exactly when we needed to. Sometimes you'll see a wick just below the 0.382 fib. We were looking to hold 284, and we had this symmetrical triangle as well that we broke bearish out of. But in my opinion, XRP is notorious for this, forming these triangles before breaking bullish and then dipping out of it, just like we did here, where we had a fake out and a bear trap. In my opinion, the fact that we're bouncing now is a very good sign, and this could just be that final shakeout before we see just absolutely blistering upside and face melting rallies. So if we take a look, another clue that I want to share with you is Ethereum. So Ethereum just confirmed its weekly bull flag. the S&P 500 did it first, then Bitcoin, then Ethereum. And now I just posted a video on Litecoin as well. Litecoin actually confirmed its weekly bull flag, but then ended up being a bull trap. And we had, the Jackson Hole commentary saying that we could potentially see rate cuts. Basically, the economy is warranting rate cuts. And then we had that pullback, tariff uncertainty, etc. But you can see here, LTC held the weekly EMA 12. So the fact that we have multiple names confirming weekly bull flags is a great sign for names that haven't already done so. And again, if we bring up XRP on the weekly time frame, we're bouncing. Actually, let's bring up XLM because I just did a video on that one. It's a similar thing where we needed to bounce now, and it was the same thing on HBAR as well. We were right on that 0.382 fib, so I said, weekly EMA 26 is being tested. We need to bounce ASAP, and we are. We're seeing that act as support right at that 0.382 fib, that crucial support, that EMA 26. And again, if we bring up XRP here on the weekly time frame as well, you can see it is notorious for that when we have these symmetrical triangles where we have fake outs before the big breakout. And in my opinion, if we break the high of last week, this week at 308, so 310, I think it's going to be off to the races. And again, if we get all these catalyst rate cuts, bigger cuts than expected, a series of cuts, if we get altcoin for XRP and a slew of ETFs approved, which I think 80 to 90% chances happens before October deadline, I think we're going to see tons of upside, and I think that'll be a great indicator that we're more than likely going to be breaking to new all-time highs and price discovery. We had a bearish triple thunder crossover go off on the POW algo alerts. That's when the price loses the 10-week moving average. Then we have a MACD and a stochastic bear cross, but in my opinion, I think this was a good thing to get it out of the way, and then like I said, right at that key support, then start the weekly bounce and look to confirm the weekly bull flag. In order to confirm the bull flag, we need to break 366, the all-time high, and then you just take your measured move, like I said in the last video, move it out to your 0.382 fib, and the target is 545. On the weekly time frame, we're nowhere near touching the 50 weekly there at 219, but on the daily time frame, we did backtest the 100-day moving average at 268, and that proved as support. So let's see if we can. We just had a golden cross as well. Let's see if we can get back above that 50-day moving average, and that's at 309 as well. So that's why I'm saying if we can get over 310, I think it's off to the races for XRP. But let me know what you think of this in the comment section below. I know it's been a rough couple of weeks. When you're on crypto Twitter, on X, social media, everybody's bearish. And what do we know when the masses, the herd, the retail investors, or majority of them are bearish? It's generally a great contrarian indicator to expect more upside, and I don't think that we're not even in the first inning yet of this alt season, folks. We're in the early stages. We're in the pregame warm-ups, and I'm very, very confident that XRP is going to hit at least $8 to $12 USD this cycle. And on the high end, I could see somewhere between, I would say $14 to $16 is the most likely scenario. But on the high end, I could see somewhere between 20 and 25. So it's looking fantastic. Also, if you haven't already checked out BTCC Crypto Exchange, we've got a trading challenge that we're doing. You don't have to be an expert or anything or a trader. What you can do is it's called copy trading. So you can just copy the trades that I make, POW Group makes on BTCC. There's currently 27 people copying POW Group at the moment. So it's very simple. If I buy, you buy. If I sell, you sell. And it's a great way to learn as well. Plus, you get tons of perks for using the link in the description. You'll get 10% bonus on your first time deposit. Just has to be a minimum of $500. You can get extra bonuses up to $10,000 per user. Trusted by millions of users for over 14 years. Never been hacked. And no KYC required. We've got about a 75% win rate as well. We actually just closed a Litecoin trade that was about 11% gain. And with all these weekly bull flags lining up, there's going to be a ton of opportunity in my opinion. So 75% win rate, essentially every trade we make has a 75% chance of winning. So if you haven't done so, check out the link for that in the description, the comment section, and also check out SST as that $1,000 giveaway winner will be announced later on this week. All right, let me know what you think of this in the comment section. We'll continue the conversation there. It's Rod with POW Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth, and we'll see you on the next video.